let's go into a bit more detail regarding the castling rule. So as we said in the previous video, there are two ways to castle. We can castle on the king side, or short castling, or on the queen side, which be the long castling. Let us divide the board into two sectors. The sector on the right would be the king side because this is where the king is, and the sector on the left would be the queen side, and this would be the side where queen is. So let's take away these arrows again and leave the position as it was at beginning. So we have the king side and the queen side. Short castling would be casting on the king side, and long castling would be casting on the queen side. Now, let's see the rules to be able to do the castling. First rule, the king must not have moved. If the king has moved in any previous moment, we can't do castling. The second rule is that the rook we're going to use to castle can't have moved either. If the rook has moved before, we can't castle. And the third rule, there must be no pieces between the king and the rook. So, taking into account these rules, we can see that in this position, white could castle on the king side. Because the king and the rook haven't moved, there are no pieces in the middle, but it can't castle on the queen side because you can see the knight highlighted by the yellow circle is in the middle and it would not allow the rook to jump over the king. Contrary, black can now castle both king side and queen side as long those pieces haven't moved first. So let's make the move on the board. White has castled on the king side. He's moved 2 squares to the right and the rook has jumped over. Now, the fourth rule is that the king, to be able to be castled, can't be in check or move through any controlled or attacked squares. So now let's consider black's turn. He can still castle on the queen side because he could go there, and the rook would jump over without any problem, as you can see. However, he can't castle on the king side. The reason why he can't castle on the king side is because the white rook is attacking the square f8, as you can see by the arrow highlighted in yellow. So to castle, the king would have to pass through that square, and that's not allowed. Actually, if we try and do the movement, we can see that the computer doesn't let us to do it, because it's illegal and can't be done in this position. You're learning a lot. Well done. Don't miss the next video. You're one step closer to becoming a great chess player.